a quiet village tucked between forested hills and red earth. Life moved to the rhythm of tradition and the whispers of the gods. Women in a muddo were said to birth children with ease. A divine blessing from Nomu, the silent god of wombs and water. But one day, that sacred rhythm broke. Agodi, a radiant and kind woman, went into labor, and the village watched in horror as her cries echoed longer than any woman's before. When dawn broke, Agodi was gone, and in her arms lay a fragile baby girl, Oibbo. The air turned cold. The village priest, Anaku, cloaked in feathers and power, stood before the elders and declared, "This child is cursed. She has drunk her mother's blood. Nomu has turned his back. She is Ajongwa." Even Ichik, the grieving father, blinded by sorrow and swayed by Anaku's dark motives, walked away from his infant daughter. He left her beneath a kola tree to die. But fate had other plans. An old midwife named Aura, heart heavy with defiance, scooped up the child. She whispered to the heavens, "If Nomu truly cursed this girl, let him strike me now." The thunder stayed silent. She raised Oibbo in secret, with stories, warm porridge, and the quiet strength of motherly love. But happiness is often brief. When Aura passed, Oibbo, barely 5, was dragged back to Ichik's compound. There, his new wife, Go, turned Oibbo into a ghost among the living, beaten, starved, and mocked. Her name became a warning, Ajongwa. Children threw stones. Women crossed themselves. She grew up with cracked feet and empty bowls, yet a gaze as calm and deep as the river. One day, unable to bear more, Oibbo walked to the village river, the one Nomu had blessed. She stepped in, hoping to vanish. But each time, the waters threw her out. Not once. Not twice. Thrice. The river would not take her. That rejection became her reason to live. Years passed. Oibbo blossomed, tall, graceful, with quiet dignity. Though still shunned, her spirit remained unbroken. Then came Yugo, a wealthy widow, noble in bearing and sharp of mind. She sought a bride for her long-lost son Kachi, who had vanished years before. The elders scoffed when she chose Oibbo, but Yugo said, "Even a rose grows from mud." Ichik accepted the bride price eagerly, smiling at Oibbo for the first time. Yugo's mansion was a world away, mirrors, books, soft beds. She treated Oibbo like a daughter. She gave her something she had never had, education. Oibbo, with paint on her fingers and dreams in her heart, found her calling in fine arts. She moved to Lagos, chasing colors, beauty, and light. At an art gallery, she met Casey, a man of laughter and sharp eyes. Their souls entwined quickly. But when love demanded truth, she whispered, "I am married to a ghost." She left him, broken by her past. But life was not done with its revelations. When Oibbo discovered her pregnancy, she returned to Amudo to find peace. One day, Casey arrived, seeking answers. And then, Yugo screamed. Kachi? Casey was Kachi. Not dead, but betrayed by his cousin Chudi, who had sought to erase him and claim the family wealth. Kachi had survived, healed, and lived hidden, not knowing love waited in the form of Oibbo. As truth rose like the morning sun, another secret surfaced. Abadike, a respected farmer, confessed to being Oibbo's true father. Agodi, her mother, had broken sacred vows of marriage. But the sin was not Oibbo's to bear. Anaku's lies crumbled. The people wept. Anaku vanished into the night. Chudi was arrested. Ichik, now old and brittle, knelt before his daughter in shame. And Oibbo? She forgave. she always had more grace than hate. She, Kachi, and Hugo returned to Lagos. Their home echoed with laughter, love, and later, the patter of twin children, 2 lives born not from sorrow, but from survival. And so, the girl once called cursed became a mother, a wife, an artist, and above all, a legend.